Hey, you're not going to get away from your little sister. Running at the moment you see someone's face like that? Where the heck have you run off to? I have no reason to tell you where I'm at. I'm asking you to please not run after me, all right? Huh? I wanted to get away from you as quickly as possible. I don't ever want to see your face again, so just stay away from me. Why are you even at a place like this in the first place? I'm thinking the same thing myself. Why would my older sister be coming out of an apartment building as gorgeous as this one? This is not the kind of building some poor person like you should be seen at. Huh? Who did you just call a poor person? I'm talking about the person who had her fiancé stolen from her by me. You are a no-good loser who lost their CEO fiancé to a younger and more pretty little sister. You lost your chance at becoming rich to me, and now you have no money because of it. Yet now you think you can be inside an apartment building that's way too much for you? I was coming up to you just then to ask you what was going on with that, but you ran off the moment you saw my face. The second I walked out of my apartment building, my eyes met with the one woman I cut ties to. I couldn't even say anything because of how surprised I was, and my only choice was to run. I literally cannot look at your face anymore without wanting to vomit. It's very rude to run away from someone the moment you see their face, especially when they want to talk to you. I happen to be married to a CEO now and am considered royalty to some. Everyone sees my face and comes running up to me wanting to talk. So the only person that thought it was okay to run at the sight of me was you. I heard rumors from others about how you and him finally got married, but I didn't want to think any of it was true. Even now, Frank is just drooling over me. He made the right choice leaving you for me. He tells me all the time that he's so happy he let me have him, as I'm way cuter and prettier than you could ever be. I guess the seat as the wife of a CEO has always been reserved for me. Is that so, Fiona? Then tell me what your oh-so-happy CEO husband was doing with you. He was standing out there not even bothering to come in, just staring at the apartment building. Oh, you're going to ask about that? Actually, I'm being invited to this really fancy party that takes place tomorrow on top of that apartment building. A party, huh? It appears that one of the people that Frank works with is living on the top floor of this apartment building, in the penthouse, right? And well, everyone that works with my husband's friend, or is friends with him, of course, will be there. So the two of us will be coming back tomorrow to attend said party. I feel amazing knowing that the two of us are being invited to a celebrity's party located in a penthouse way up there. So you're saying the party is tomorrow, right? Why were you here the day before looking at the apartment building like that? We just wanted to see what the place we'd be partying at is like. This is our first time seeing this place, so we wanted to make sure we knew what we were in for. If we had no idea what the place was like, then we might end up coming to the party tomorrow underdressed or something. So you both are really wanting to make everything go perfect tomorrow. Well, of course. A company owner and his wife are coming to the party tomorrow, and we need to look good for being such high-class figures. I want to make sure that I'm wearing all the right attire tomorrow in order to not embarrass him. Also, it would be nice to become the standout couple at tomorrow's party as well. I'm sure that I'll already be a sight for everyone's eyes, as I'm going to be the youngest and cutest person there. I see. So that's the reason you both were just standing out there looking up at the apartment building? You both looked like celebrities in your nice fur coats with sunglasses on, looking at a place as high-classed as this building. I was afraid you both might have been undercover or something like that. Excuse me? We are not faking being celebrities, as we both are the real deal. Did you know that the sunglasses I have on right now are worth $3,000? Is that so? I was really shocked to see you coming out of a building like that, though. So now, would you tell me why you were in a place like that? A loser like you would never be able to afford a place inside that building. Ah, perhaps you've begun working part-time as a delivery man? Huh? Now that I think about it more and more, you were walking out with that massive cooler box, right? You must be doing some kind of food delivery now. And you were just here delivering food to the wealthy. Well, if that's the case, then I guess I can see why you were inside such a gorgeous building. You've got it all wrong. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I happen to live in that apartment building. There is no way that could ever be the case. I'm sure you're just lying to me now because you don't want to look like a failure in front of your little sister. What did you say? It must be such a struggle for you to have to carry food all the way up and down that building's stairs. But I guess that this is what happens to those that lose their CEO fiancé to another person. You've fallen so far now that you have to work part-time as a food delivery guy. Well, I hope things go well for you moving all that food around and that you someday can move up in the world.
Millie, I know you said you'd be home late, but you're all right? You said you're going out to do some shopping, but it's been over 2 hours now.
I'm sorry for making you worry, Max. I got a little bit tired and took a break at a cafe downtown. Right now I'm getting that shopping done, though.
Oh? Are you starting to feel a little bit sick or something now? If that's the case, I can go out shopping for you instead. You can stay at the cafe and take all the time you need to rest. And on the way back from shopping, I can pick you up.
No, that's all right, Max. I ran into someone I really did not want to see, and that kind of stressed my head out a little bit. I finally calmed down now, though, so I'll get to shopping now.
Is that what happened? But you really don't need to stress yourself some more to go to the store. I can do all of that for you while you relax.
I really am fine now, so you can let it go. Now, I have something I'd really like to ask you. For tomorrow's party, did you invite someone by the name of Frank?
Frank? Yeah, I happen to have only met him just recently. I was introduced to him by one of my colleagues, and recently he's been doing some work within my company for us. Also, he's been talking with me about getting himself a penthouse to move into. So I went ahead and invited him to come to my party if it was all right with him.
I see. So you happen to know about him through work, then?
Do you know anything about him? You already happen to know his name, so maybe you've been around him before?
You know about that story from my past where my previous fiancé was stolen from me by my little sister, right? Actually, that previous fiancé of mine is him.
What? Are you sure?
Just a little bit ago, I ran into both my little sister and him in front of our apartment building. She began to brag about the reason for her being around here being that she was invited to a party taking place in this apartment building tomorrow. I wanted to make sure that couldn't be possible, but it is, isn't it? You really have invited the two of them to come to your party.
You're lying, right? There's no way there could be such a coincidence.
Really, I don't want to see either my sister's face nor my ex-fiancé's face. But if Frank happens to be someone you're working with in the business world, then I'm going to have to deal with him again. As an adult, I'm just going to have to put up with this, but deep down this is going to hurt me so much.
Millie, you really don't need to force yourself tomorrow. I can let everyone know that you're not feeling well this time around. Then you won't have to show your face at all and can find somewhere to relax until the party's over. And as for the preparations of the party, I can handle them all myself.
I can't just not show up for a reason such as mine. Everyone wants to meet me as well since I'm your wife of all people. Also, I've already gotten started on a lot of dishes for tomorrow that I'd like to finish up when I get home. I really would not feel okay giving you all of that work when you already have enough responsibilities as it is.
I guess I'm not as great at cooking as you are. A lot of the people coming tomorrow have met with you before and are excited to eat some of your cooking. Already, a lot of the guests are telling me that they're coming on an empty stomach, just for you.
If there are really that many people coming who want to see me and eat my cooking, then I'll have to suck it up and push on. I promise to not run and hide tomorrow, and I'll stand my ground in front of her and Frank. I'm sure once those two realize I'm your wife, then things won't end up as bad as I'm thinking. I happen to be the wife of a very famous businessman, and I have to uphold that image as well.
Thank you, Millie. I guess you're the wife of the party organizer as well. So you feel as though you need to be there to help out. Just know that I'll be around to protect you during the party if anything does happen. Also, this might be the perfect chance for you to show your little sister who you've become.
That's right. I really want her to see what's become of me, and hopefully that changes the way she views me. All right then, I'm going to get this shopping done, and I'll be home very soon. I'm going to put my all into cooking tonight so that everyone is happy tomorrow. Hey, Fiona! Why have you kicked me out of there? You open the front door right now for me! It's your fault for coming to a party you weren't invited to in the first place. I saw that you were done delivering all our food, so it's time for you to get out, you moneyless loser. Huh? I never thought I'd see the day where a food delivery person thought it'd be okay to sit down in the party after dropping the food off. Did you think that because this party is full of the rich and affluent, you could stick around and find yourself a new man? The fact that you still think you have a chance at finding yourself a rich man is kind of something I never saw you trying to cling to. I am not some food delivery person, and I'm not here to look for a new man. Now open the front door right now so that I can come back in. If you don't do that for me right now, things will not turn out the way you hoped. Oh, but this is all I've hoped for. The only people that are allowed to be at this party are those with money and those who are famous, right? You meet neither of those requirements, so you're not allowed. You always keep trying to talk down to me like I'm nothing, but I'm not having it any longer. I am not some poor loser like you think. I belong in that party more than anyone else in there right now. Huh? You think you belong in here when your little sister stole your fiancé from you and you were fired from your last job? Go ahead and keep dreaming because you've lost your job, your money, and your love a long time ago. Dreaming? You must be so jealous of me. But come on now, it's been 2 whole years since I stole Frank from you. I think it's time you just gave up on trying to get Frank or any of the other men here and faced the truth. I get that you will still want to believe you have a rich CEO fiancé and a good job, but both of those things are gone. You're living a huge lie now, and you need to realize that. I feel so bad for your confused butt that I'm starting to laugh about it. I'm telling you right now to quit it with all that BS. I am really about to hit my limit with you. I was trying so hard today to act like an adult about this, but you are making all that really, really difficult. Would you cut it out with all that whining and just go home? This is not the kind of place a poor person should be at. And to think you actually thought it was a good idea to sneak your way into a party in the penthouse of this apartment building? What an absolute freak. This is my husband's penthouse. Huh? Stop lying. A loser like you would never be able to get married. Now you think you're married to a man that owns this penthouse? Get your head out of the clouds, idiot.
So, this is the kind of treatment my wife gets. What do you think you're doing kicking out the wife of the party's organizer?
What?
I'm gonna have my wife take a break in a separate room now. I don't want her anywhere near a rat that is breathing the same air. I had to ask one of the guests who owns the room below us to let her in order to have a place to rest her head. Thank goodness for them.
What is this? Who are you? Why has the tone of all this changed so quickly?
Unlike Millie, you really are the devil in human clothing. I happen to be the one putting this party on, and Millie's husband. I'm sorry, but the person you called a loser just now does happen to be married.
What?
I'm sorry, but it's time for you to go. I no longer want to see neither you or your husband's face around here. So would you both please get your jackets and leave my place at once?
Wait a second. What? You're joking about being the organizer of this party, right? My older sister's husband. That has to be some kind of a joke, right?
Get out of here, right now. Do you understand my English? Or would you rather me call security up here and have them drag the two of you out? I could do that for you both, right now.
What?
Once my wife is feeling better again, I want her coming back to this party. But before that can happen, you both need to be gone.
What's going on here, Millie? Why do Frank and I have to be the ones getting kicked out of that party? And why are you the wife of the party thrower? You already heard from him, right? We've been married now for a year. No. There is no way you got married to anyone. I am not going to sit here and listen to you tell me such bullcrap. Huh? Because 2 years ago, you had your fiancé stolen from you by me, right? You should have never been able to recover from something as intense as that was. I thought for the rest of your life you would have been trying to get back with Frank or something. Yet within a year, you were with a completely different man? And what's even more unbelievable is that your husband has so much money that it's not even funny to joke about. No way. You can look away from reality all you want, but this is true. You're trying to tell me that you're married to a man who can afford a penthouse like that? I already heard about him from Frank, but he appears to own one of the most sought-after companies in this city. Why would you be able to marry someone like that? He shouldn't be the kind of person to fall for some moneyless loser like you. There were just a lot of coincidences. After you stole Frank from me, I lost both my job and my place to live. So out of fear of losing everything I still had left, I picked up the first job I could, which happened to be at my husband's company. And I'm still working for him, although now I'm the head of HR. So this was an intercompany marriage then? Normally it's frowned upon to marry someone else within the same company, but he made an exception for me and kept it a secret. Huh? What the heck? How did he keep your guys' marriage a secret then? This is like some kind of drama. I think the same thing sometimes. But this is his company after all, and since I was the woman of his dreams, he made some exceptions just for me. But to think that this random job I found would lead to me marrying the CEO is wild. There's no way, though. But what's really crazy is that I'd soon learn that his job is somehow related to Frank. This world really is pretty small, huh? What should I do? What should I do? So you're telling me that I just kicked out the wife of one of Frank's most important partners? That's what it looks like. That's why I told you to let me back in, or else things wouldn't be going as you hoped. Well, if you knew something bad would happen, then you should have explained everything to me earlier. Then I would have let you right back into your place. But that wouldn't have happened because you never care to listen to what I say. Now go ahead and explain all this to Frank for me. You might be able to learn whether or not he's still into me as well then.
I was able to get the party to end early today, and on good terms with everyone else that attended. You feeling any better, Lily? I'm gonna clean all of this up now myself, so keep relaxing in your room for me.
I'm sorry, but it looks like I just couldn't manage to stay at the party until the end. Also, Frank happens to be someone related to your job, yet he had to be kicked out. This might not look good for you in the eyes of those that have no clue what's going on.
That's not going to be a problem for me at all, so don't worry about it. Actually, thanks to you, I've been able to learn a whole lot about Frank and the company he runs. There was something about how he wanted my company to join his, and he'd be there to protect it.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
After today, I was able to learn a lot about him. Because of that, I've been saved. When I'm done cleaning up out here, I'll explain all of it to you in further detail. I want you to clear your mind and rest some more for now. When I'm done out here, I'll be joining you to rest my head and talk. Please, Millie, do something to get your husband to understand what's happened here. Tell him to please not throw out the contract. We were so close to having signed.
What? Frank?
I never would have thought someone like you would end up with Max. I have a lot to ask about how that happened, but now's not the time for it. Right now, I need you to please talk your husband out of canceling the contract. If he goes through with it, then my company's gonna fall apart.
Well, I've heard about all that from him. Recently, your company's been looking for help, right? So you asked my husband to send some men from his offices over to help you out, right?
Recently, there have been a lot of sloppy people applying to work for me. Not just that, but a lot of the people I already have been quitting due to it being too busy and stressful here. Because of that, a lot of the work that should be getting done here ain't, and I'm losing all my partners. That's why I had asked one of my friends to get me in touch with another CEO that might be willing to help my company out. But to think that yesterday of all days would be the day that all my hopes and plans would fall apart. This is all you guys' fault that my company is on the verge of collapse.
Excuse me? What did you just say? This is all our fault? No way in hell. I know that the reason you can never keep all your experienced employees and only the idiots want to come work for you is because you're a terrible leader.
What did you say?
The way you flaunt your business to all the people that want to join you and the way things really are run there are completely different. You even lie to them about the pay they'll be getting, only to pay them 65% of what they should be receiving each month. Also, you have all your employees working more and more hours a week without ever giving any overtime. I know that even some of the people my husband sent over during the first month all ran off saying they couldn't work in your climate anymore.
Well, that's because your husband only sends me his most spineless employees, never any of his good ones. I asked him to send me employees that won't complain about the environment and only want to be there to get work done. And all he's been sending me is complete garbage. If he keeps that up, then I really won't be able to keep moving forward with this company. I do not want my company going under when this is the company I put all my time and effort into.
Well then, change the way you work your employees and make it an environment that they actually feel cared about in. Give them all raises and make sure they actually get time off. That would be a great place to start if you want decent employees staying with you.
You an idiot? If I do that for all of them, then my profit's gonna start falling and I won't make as much money. I should be able to do what I want with my employees, and they should be happy I'm paying them at all. So stop screwing around with me by suggesting I pay them more and give them time off.
I can't wait to see your company go. Although it's pretty much sunken by now.
What?
I'm so happy my husband canceled that contract with your stupid company. Well, good luck now, and I hope you're able to find some way to exploit the rest of your remaining employees into getting the work done your company needs to survive. Luckily, you have my most amazing little sister with you to help out. Maybe make a last-ditch effort and hire her to go work for you. Ah, and then the two of you can run that company straight into the ground together.
No way. There's no way that'll happen. Millie? I'm so sorry for saying all those stupid things to you just then. Look, I want to apologize to you for everything that happened in the past, so can you please get your husband to help us more?
Don't ever talk to me again, you screwed-up waste of a man. My husband's company is far beyond whatever crap league you try and operate your company in.
What?
Now have a great time, and let my little sister know she's not welcome around me ever again either. Right after the talk I had with Frank, he went to his company and got all his employees together to talk about the state of things. But just before he could get anywhere with the meeting, 2 members of the state came into his company and told him to shut it down due to multiple compliances regarding the way he worked his employees. And you could say that that was the final trip that caused his company to come crashing down. I heard one time from my little sister saying that she wanted me to come and help her because the place she was living was close to being lost by both her and Frank. But right after receiving that message, I went ahead and blocked her, relieving what could have been more stress to me. My husband said that it was a real saving grace to learn about the man Frank really was before committing to that contract. Had he signed on to it and started sending more of his employees to Frank's company, who knows what world of hurt his company would have felt. When it comes to parties that my husband plans to throw, he said he's going to run all their names by me before inviting them for the time being.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow.
Kate, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but do you think you can pick up some food on the way home? I'm really busy with work right now, so I don't really have the time to make anything for dinner tonight. Huh? And it seems your dad will be late coming home from work as well. So I'm wondering if you can pick up enough food for the three of us. I'll make sure to pay you back later for everything. What kind of work are you busy with, you freaking shut-in loser? All you're busy with right now is trying to sleep all day, you idiot. What? Now you're even asking me to provide dinner for the family? Do you really think that you can call yourself a mother by doing things like that? The fact that this is even happening to me is screwed up. Now, wait a minute, Kate. Calling me a shut-in loser like that is not okay, right? You're not saying those things about me, correct? Well, who else would I be talking about right now? You never leave the house to go work like a parent should, and instead sit around all day watching TV or something lame like that. And not just those things, but you never get around to doing the chores or cooking anymore, you pathetic woman. I'm going to go and stay the night at Grandma's house again, okay? So if you want to have food brought home for you, then go out and buy it yourself, idiot. Excuse me? And since Dad's not going to be home until later, you'll just have more time to sit around and do nothing, right? I'm not going home to someone that disgusting, so I'll stay at her place. Can you please get a hold of yourself, Kate? Calling your own mother things like a shut-in loser and an idiot are not okay. You already are well aware that I do a lot of work for my job. And that's the whole reason you're able to live a wonderful life with little to no worries in it about things like food and clothing. Are you kidding me? You can't say things like that about yourself when you rarely ever leave the dang house. And when you say you have a job, I know what you mean. You just get online and do some stupid crap and make base level pay, right? I'm sorry, but that is not a real job, Mom. What? Grandma really had it all right, saying that you're a lost cause of a woman. Having a mom like you is literally the worst. Grandma said that about me? I wonder what I'll have to eat over at her place tonight. Yesterday, she treated me to some really good sushi, and I think today we should go out for steaks. Alicia, can you please stop what you're doing? I saw that once again you started to say weird things to Kate about me. Oh, and what kind of weird things have I told her this time? I only ever tell that kid the truth and nothing else. And those things happen to include that you are jobless and do nothing for your family. I feel so bad for her having a mother like you in her life. And I explained to you before this is what my job entails, right? I work from home as a remote worker. And even still, I'm making upwards of $200,000 a year doing this kind of work. I even showed you my bank books and everything so that you could see I was telling you the truth. You think I was going to believe that made-up bank book that you brought here to show me? Nobody would believe that. Ugh. Making $200,000 a year at your own home? There's no way a woman could ever be making that kind of money, especially when she sits at home all day. Excuse me? I'm sure you just made that fake bank book in some spreadsheet somewhere online to try and fool me, right? But I'm sorry, I'm not the kind of old woman that can fall for fraud so easily. I know what's the truth and what's not. I guess so then. You're one of those old folks that only believes what they want to believe and will call everything else a hoax. Huh? I understand that you want to believe all of this to be a lie, but it's the truth, Alicia. So I'm asking that you please stop telling my daughter any more lies about me, okay? Well, if you really are making that $200,000 a year, then you'd better start giving me a monthly allowance. Oh wait, you won't, will you? Because every time I've asked so far for money, you've never even given me a penny. In other words, you don't have any money to give me, right? That means you're not making $200,000, and probably not even $100. You happen to receive enough every month to support yourself, though, right? So I believe that there is no reason to be sending you any of my money, and that's why I don't. From what I've already heard from Kate, you seem to go out to eat quite a lot, and high-priced foods at that. You'll always take her out to go eat at the most expensive restaurants in town, and then go at least once a month on vacation, right? Old people like me love to spend money. The only way we're able to carry on into old age is by spending money. But it seems you don't understand that, do you? You really are a no-good wife, aren't you? Huh? I really wonder why my son had to end up marrying a defect woman like you. Well, it's not too late for him yet, so I want you to hurry up and leave him, please.
I'm finally finished with my work for the day, Patty. I'm gonna go out to grab some food for us right now, so just hang on a little bit longer. And as for what happened between you and my mom, I'm sorry. You said she was back at it with telling more lies to Kate, right?
This time it was about how I'm not making any money at all. You remember before that I showed her things like my bank books and everything to get her to believe me, right? But she never believed any of that and thinks it was all fake.
And I've been telling her time and time again about you. Yet she never seems to have it in herself to even listen to her own son about it.
Well, your mom seems to be the kind of person that's even worse than other old folks at her age. She only wants to think of things the same as they were in the past and won't accept anything else. I get that it's hard for her to understand that a lot of people these days work from home, but thinking that she'd actually continue to get my own daughter wrapped up in that way of thinking? I thought I had finally put some distance between her and I, but now Kate is into all of it and on her side.
To say that she's on her side would mean she actually wants to agree with Mom. I think it's more that my mom is just brainwashing her, right? She's got her saying all sorts of bad things about you now and probably doesn't even know that they're all completely false.
What she was saying about me being a shut-in loser today really hurt me a lot. I've been putting all my energy into making sure we have enough money to live a very relaxed and peaceful life. Yet she'll sit there saying I'm not good enough to be a mother.
I'm so sorry, Patty. This is all my mom's fault. For the time being, let's just have Kate stay over at her house. Right now, you still have a lot of projects to focus on and shouldn't have her around bugging you the whole time. So once you have everything under control with work, then we can focus on dealing with Kate and my mom.
Are you okay with that? Doing that might actually make things worse for us, right?
I mean, at this point, things are already at their worst, so there's nowhere to go but up from here. And honestly, I just don't want them around you for a while, because I'm afraid you might get really upset. And if the main pillar in this house gets upset and collapses, then everyone in the family would be screwed, right? I'm not asking for us to run away from the problem, but rather just put some distance between us for a while.
That's a good point. Trying to fix things now wouldn't do them any good. So let's just let things settle down first, and we'll make another chance to talk with them.
That's right. I'll let my mom and Kate know about this so you can sit back and relax. When I get home, I'll give you the food that I bought, and then you can eat and get yourself a good night's sleep.
Mom? I just happened to hand in the divorce paperwork for both you and Dad. And so from now on, you can consider yourself a stranger to us all. Now hurry up and get your butt out of that house. Huh? You handed in divorce paperwork? I had a talk with Grandma about it. She asked me what the best way was of getting you out of the house since you're so useless. And after thinking of all the options we could have, there was nothing worth our time that would seem to get you to step up and be a good wife and mother. So in the end, we decided that divorce was the only option and took care of all that for you guys. Huh? No matter what someone who's unemployed says to either myself or Grandma, the only choice was getting your shut-in loser butt out of the family. You're lying about handing in your own parents' divorce papers, right? That's just some twisted joke, right? Why would I ever joke about something so good? I just went out with Grandma and we both handed the papers in together to the city office. And once you are out of that house, there will be one less person, right? So we'll have room for Grandma to move in with Dad and myself, and the three of us can live together. That frickin' Alicia. She wasn't able to get an allowance from me, so her next plan is getting into that house with Johnny? And so she's going to have me forced out of the house because she sees me as in the way, right? She's really done a good job setting this whole family on fire now. Stop going on about all of this and get the hell out of our house. We've already gotten all her things packed up for her and ready to have her moved in. We also talked with the landlord about the apartment as well and had her lease ended on it, so we're ready to come over. What? You're already finished with all of that stuff? That's why the only thing left to do is get rid of your butt. I have no need for a shut-in mom anymore. We already made sure that you'd no longer be married to Dad, all right? So get on with it and enjoy your new life being a homeless loser.
The only one that'll be homeless now are us, you idiot.
What?
Kate, you've really gone and done it now. At this point, there's really nothing else I can do to save you.
Dad? Huh? Why are you texting me using Mom's phone?
That's because your mom just threw her phone at me to deal with you. She told me she can no longer talk to you anymore. And as of right now, she's ran off to your room to start packing up all your things. So from now on, you and Grandma will have to start thinking about where you want to live next.
Huh? That loser of a woman shouldn't be allowed in my room without my permission. And she's the one that needs to think of where to live next, right? We already planned to live in that house because she'll no longer be there. From now on, it'll be the three of us living there. Mom will be gone and it will be Grandma coming in to take her place.
I'm sorry, but you can no longer live here. This is the house that she built for all of us. And even the land is hers, so there's nothing we can do to get her to leave it. And the fact that you even tried to kick her out of her own house means that there is no need for you to be living here anymore.
What?
I really hope that she is still nice enough to let me live with her now that our marriage has been threatened. She might take this as me being just as unbearable as you and Grandma and kick me out as well. Being my age and homeless pretty much means I'm done for and should just off myself.
No, wait, Dad. What do you mean that house and land are hers? You're the one that had it built for us, right? Normally it's always the husband that does things like that for his wife, right?
Well, she's not your average wife. Patty really loves her job a lot and has made it so far in the company that she's now making over $200K a year. And the reason we've had this house is all thanks to her.
What? She's actually making that much every year?
She sure is. But it seems that both you and your grandma didn't want to believe that. Your mom is a very popular web designer after all, and that's why she's done so well. She gets in a lot of work from all kinds of companies, and that's how she makes that kind of money. And she makes all that money just by herself.
What?
And the land this house is on is quite expensive. Even if she was never around, we would have never been able to live this close to the city center. I can't believe she's this amazing of a woman, and you both never managed to see it.
Hold on. You're telling me that middle-aged loser is making $200,000 a year? But Grandma told me plenty of times that Mom has been the worst wife and is awful at everything she does. Ugh, that's it. If Mom is really making that kind of money every year, then there's no problem here, right? That would mean that you're making way more than her, right? You are the man of the house after all.
You think so?
Well, Mom is able to make that kind of money without even having to leave her room, right? So you must be making at least 3 times that much being out of the house all the time for work, right? Who am I kidding? You're probably making close to $1 million every year, right, Dad? So there's no problem with this divorce and you leaving that crummy house to Mom. You can just have a brand new house built for the 3 of us.
I only work part-time right now, Kate.
Huh?
You think I'm making over $200K a year working a part-time job? It's pretty rare for me to even make around $2,000 a month, actually.
Wait a second. You're working part-time? That's a lie, right? You're always leaving the house in a nice suit and everything for work, right? You're telling me that's all for a part-time job?
Actually, during that time, I was working for a full-time company, but just last week I ended up quitting that job.
You quit your job there?
The work I was doing for them there only began to grow worse and worse for me. I was even being given less time to eat lunch recently. And the new CEO that was chosen starting this year has just been a pain in the butt for me. And so, when talking with your mom about it, she told me it'd be better if I just left that job. I didn't think I'd ever be having to talk to my daughter about something like this, though.
Then why are you only working part-time now? Normally you'd start looking for a better full-time job, right? Why are you not working for a company full-time again and instead only working part-time?
Well, that's just what Patty and I decided on for me. I'm pretty burnt out from that last job, and there's no point trying to force myself to look for another job like that right away. So for a little while, I'll take it easy and let my body and brain rest up a bit. So now you can see what's been going on for me. I'm sorry, but your mom is making more than me now. And even if I was still in that past company, she'd be making $100,000 more than me a year.
So you've always been below Mom?
Well, your mom has always been working her job. And before we got married, she was looking for a man that wouldn't care about her working and making more than himself. So, to keep her happy about something like that, I just decided to work a part-time job as a way of still bringing in a little money, while she can rest knowing that I'm still not that worried about her making the money for us.
What?
But right as we're getting used to this new life, we've been faced with a sudden and unwanted divorce. If I'm tossed out of the house now, I'll probably also lose my part-time job and become a 40-year-old with no home and no job. And not only that, but I'll have to be stuck with my brat of a daughter, my useless mother. My life will really have no meaning anymore, and I really might as well just call it quits.
That's a lie, right? I've never heard about you working part-time now and that you left your past job?
Can you and your grandma start looking for a good park for the three of us to live in? That would help out a lot. I'll be going now.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I was wrong about everything this whole time. I never thought that you were that amazing of a person, Mom, so please don't kick Dad and I out of the house. Huh? The whole reason for all of this is because you handed in our divorce papers, right? And that's why your dad and I are now strangers again. And I don't really want to live with strangers anyway. I understand that something like that happened, but Grandma and I ran back to the office and got the papers dismissed for you both. Actually, they told us there were some problems with the papers anyway, and that they never would have been processed. So we were able to get all that taken care of for you. You're both not divorced. Oh, is that right? It is. So now the three of us can go right back to being a family again. I'll even make sure to start helping around the house more often for you. I'll do whatever you ask to make sure that you can focus all your attention and time on work. It's great to hear they didn't process those divorce papers for you. But I'm sorry, Kate, I have had it up to here with you. You are no longer my daughter, nor are you even family to me now. I don't even want to see your face anymore. Don't say something like that to me. I'm your one and only cute little daughter, right? What about you makes you cute? I believe you meant to say revolting daughter. Huh? I think I'm going to have Alicia take care of you from now on for me. What? Now goodbye forever. I'll have all your things sent over to her place today for you. And after that, where you guys choose to live and how you choose to live will have nothing to do with me. Wait, Patty! This is Alicia! I'm asking you to please listen to what I have to say. If it isn't the devil herself, isn't this all great news? You're finally getting to be able to live all the time with that cute little brat, Kate. Whether it's in a park or under a bridge, having her with you will make everything all right. Don't say such dry jokes like that, please. Listen, Patty, I have really changed after what's happened here. I'm so sorry for thinking of you as some kind of shut-in, and I'm really sorry for making Kate think of you as a parasite as well. You are very well off, and that makes me very proud to have you as my daughter-in-law. So please, don't throw me away. It's because the daughter-in-law that you are so proud of now is throwing you out that you're here right now? Well, let me just tell you, I'm not throwing all three of you away, okay? Johnny, your son, is going to continue living with me right here in this house. What? You're only letting my son stay with you? What about Kate and myself? I don't care about you two. I think a park bench or a dry spot under a bridge should be enough, right? What? I really love and care about Johnny. He has always been there to support me in the job I work. He has never asked for me to leave him, ever, and so I don't see the point in kicking him out. So I'd like for you to take great care of that granddaughter you love so much. But you plan to push caring for her onto me? Push caring for her onto you? You were the one that wanted to live with her so badly, though. But please, wait. I've already canceled my lease on this apartment and everything. And as for the money that my husband left for me, it's almost all gone. Wait, is that so? Yet you guys won't let me come live with you now? And you're leaving Kate in my hands? Well, if you're in that much trouble, I guess I can give you a little bit of money every month to take care of her. But besides that, I'm not biting. Now you both go ahead and find a good place to sleep from now on, okay? What about Johnny? My son has to be opposed to this, right? Forcing his only child onto his mother like this, there's no way he's okay with this. He was the one that recommended it. Huh? He told me that he has no desire of living with a daughter that would hurt her own mother, nor a mother that would brainwash his own daughter. There's no way! I honestly never cared that you were upset with me all the time and would call me a bad wife. But because you got my daughter wrapped up in it and even tried getting your son and I divorced, I tried so hard to explain my job and everything to you, yet you never budged. And getting my own daughter to start calling me a shut-in loser? That was... So now, good luck raising my daughter with what little money you have left, and I'll make sure to put some money into your account every month for Kate. And in return for that, I'll be taking great care of your son for you. After that, Alicia and Kate moved into a small and cheap apartment together, and with the small amount of money she has left and the tiny amount I'm giving for Kate, the two of them live a very rough life. But it turns out that Alicia is now using up all the money that's supposed to go into caring for Kate. And so the two of them get into fights quite often over whatever money they have left and where it goes. My husband will go over there every so often to see how things were going, but the last time he went, Kate started to cry to him, asking for him to get me to forgive her. But Johnny knew that she hadn't learned her lesson yet, and that she was just putting on a face to try and get him to fall for it. And then he replied to her, asking that she should leave school soon and start working herself to make some money for her grandma and her. Hopefully, by recommending her that, she will learn what it's like to have to work for your own things, as well as to care for another being, that being her grandmother. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what goes down there next.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.